Hello, everyone. This is Inferno, and welcome back to Broken Edge. And today we're going to be playing as the pirate. Um, so basically, what's my main weapon is a saber. I think that's what it is. But this fighter is different. It has there's one thing towards the difference. Each fighter has their own difficulties, and this is the first. This is the third fighter. Is a moderate. Fight is a moderate. So basically, but it has its own purpose. I have different each weapon. I have 4 weapons in total. One in my mouth, which is a dagger, is the 5th. But learning this one is a moderate way to, or normal to master. So basically, it's gonna take time and practice to get this under good skills to officially be good at this fighter, which is the pirate. So that it is. I have 5 weapons in total. My fighter is a moderate one, hard, okay to master, but mostly different. But the blade art has their own different poses as well. So yeah, next I'll show them for this one. We'll be showing, there are at least in free, I forgot to say, there is Wand, Edgebreaker, and Second Wind. So I'll do the honest, I'll show the Edgebreaker. There we go. Well, the broken edge will be the broken edge does no damage towards your blade, but it will cause extreme damage towards your opponent's blade. But mostly how to time it has a short time in time for the second one, for the wand. Wand is like a second chance. Basically, once you get hit, the enemy doesn't take a point that easily. So basically, we'll destroy its shield. The point time. And time for the second one. Second wind is a last resort towards your blade if it's on shattered mode. So yeah, that's all I could say. But let's get on with this. But yeah. So the pirate is alright, but there's one thing if you want, I'll say when starting out, just choose a easy fighter instead of a moderate or a hard one. It will take time to master each of them. Mastering the easy ones, but if you wanna just do whatever you want, I'm not forcing you, but you can just do whatever you want. And what I'm doing here is mastering it. And what it does, I had to do it smooth swings with a smooth strike and slow and wide while doing it. So like this. Had to lean back for a bit so I don't get striked right here. That would be painful for a lady. Alright, now time for the barbarian. Alright, let's get on with it. So, towards this video, there'll be no edit, no cuts. So yeah, but there'll be some intros I did while I was on my break. I'm sorry for taking a while, but I hope you guys were patient. Not then, don't blame me. Blame takes time, but since I am lazy, but also have to focus on other stuff. But yeah, let's continue. So what happened during the last time, basically I was playing, since after the Duelist I had to focus on, I made so many videos for trying to make some videos for this one, but this is the third one. So basically that took me a while to get it, but don't worry, it won't, it's not, it was hard for me to do, but yeah. Alright, boom. Broken. Got him. Alright. There's one important news after this fight. So, I'll just go with the kill. If not, then, well, I did my best. Alright, here it is. During, when thinking and pondering, I have to say it, since Chivalry 2 didn't make a good cut, it very much did a successful thing during the half part, but I may have to call some setbacks towards the videos I showed on for what I'm going to be doing. So I'm sorry, but there's going to be dismisses I cannot, and there'll be any videos I won't be doing it on. First at most, the current one I've been doing, Chivalry 2, I am not going to continue on it anymore. It's kind of odd, but why would I would be questioning myself, why would I do this? But the point is that it's hard for me to get one in, since currently focusing on other stuff is a lot harder. Multitasking ain't the only option for me, but and somewhat I know it, and a few others don't know it. If towards you youngers, multitasking is not always an option to do when learning. And for me, I tried, I don't know if I was trying or not, but is trying to multitask by doing one thing at a time, but it wasn't never my option. I never given myself a chance to rethink the decision I was making, but the most part it wasn't in my own hands. And basically I cannot continue any further with them, but during this I won't be continuing along with the PlayStation games, but focusing on a new one. I have multiple new games, or there are new games since they're coming out currently. Battlefield 6 I might be getting. I'll be showing some of that if I want to, but I want to see how it will go, since I'm starting. I don't know if I'm starting to be cautious or not, but it's not basically a good idea to do it, but it's somewhat holding me back. It's like giving me either a decision if I want to do it or not. And if I do it, I may have a different setback towards it, since the video will be a lot long. If I want to do is this, I can either start editing and doing sound effects and doing cuts as well, or I can just do a full entire gameplay without no editing, but also very much all of that. But mostly is basically focusing on other stuff. And mostly, well, it's for my life as well, since I am basically the age of that where I'm gonna have to start getting a job soon, which is work. And I know you're young. I know you young people who are like at least in, I don't know, older than me. You're gonna have to either get a job, either depends. Me as a content creator, I'm gonna have to get a job anyways. I can't rely on the internet that much, but mostly focusing on getting money. Yeah, I'll save that for later. But let's get on with it, and let's get on feeding the tyrant. Sorry for talking all this nonsense, but I wouldn't say it would be nonsense, but yeah. But I'll just let that aside. But I'll let that aside and show you guys. Okay, we'll do the last fight. Alright, good slice in the chest. Look at that. I always hate that. It's like, my freaking back hip. My hip. This one's a moderate, but I can't even master. I didn't even touch his tip. I didn't touch the blade. Holy crap. Alright, I did it again. Alright. Got one more hit, and you nearly have it. You nearly get the win. None of that made any sense. But, yeah. If I can make this shot, I'll soon get the victory. Okay, that was a terrible idea. 3% of the awakening. That blade almost touched me and hit me right in the mouth. Okay, now that's broken. Okay, he can't do his attack. Alright, last resort. Alright, you may hate me for this, but can I ask you a question? Well, that was terrible. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next video will continue on, or maybe do something new. But I do have a laptop, and straight up, I said I might do gaming for the laptop, so now it might be cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye bye.